Welcome back to SAT Math Practice, one page at a time with hints and tricks. This is practice test number 7, section 4, which you are allowed to use a calculator for. We have problems 12 through 15. So please pause now if you would like to try these without any hints. I'll go ahead and provide just a brief hint for each one and then go through them in more detail. So for number 12, we are told the price that was paid after 6% sales tax was added. So key there to acknowledge that 6% would be 0.06 and that 53 is what was paid after tax was added on. For number 13, hint is to make sure you read carefully and acknowledge you are looking for the answer choice that is not true. So don't be tricked on that. For number 14, we are asked to find the value of x for these 3 angles that are labeled as x. So it would be helpful to know that altogether in that quadrilateral, there would be 360 degrees. And you can look at that, just a basic way to look at that is say, you have 2 triangles there. You could draw it a couple different ways, but 180 degrees in each triangle, so 360 degrees total in this quadrilateral. And for number 15, the hint on this one is to not do a lot of work. Don't waste your time. This is a very simple problem that you can estimate your answer for with very, very little time or work. So don't spend too much time on number 15. Okay. So go ahead and pause now if you haven't already worked these out. Give them a try, and then we will go over them in more detail. So for number 12, if I write out an equation to represent how I would get this price, it would be 1.06 times what gives me 53. And then if I just divide by 1.06, I will find out that my price was $50, right? But the price has to be lower than what it was after tax, right? So that would automatically eliminate choice C, and D has to be choice B. And for number 13, which of the following is not true? So if we analyze this graph, choice A, Teresa ran at a constant speed for 5 minutes. Is that true? So constant speed, paying attention to your X and Y axis. We have time on the X axis and speed on the Y axis. So a constant speed, the speed did not change up here at 7 miles per hour. And was that for 5 minutes? Yes, it was, from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. So A is true. We're looking for the one is not true. For B, Teresa's speed was increasing for longer than it was decreasing. So how long was her speed increasing? So a positive slope we would have here for about 5 minutes, here for 5 more minutes. So her speed was increasing for, appears to be 10 minutes versus how long it was decreasing. So if we take a look at the decreasing time right here, we have from 10 to 20. So we have 10 minutes plus this whole segment over here. So it was decreasing longer. And this says it was increasing longer. So that is not true. It would be choice B. Again, if you have time, you could go through and double check choices C and D. They are both true. But if you are trying to be efficient on your time use, you get the correct answer, maybe mark it and go back and double check if you have time at the end. For number 14, again, if we know that there's 360 degrees total, that would mean we have 45 plus 3 angles that measure x to get us 360. So if we solve this very easily, we would have 3x equals 315. And that would mean each of those angle x are 105 degrees, choice D. And for number 15, you could definitely spend time and work this out to get a more accurate answer. But basically, if 51 cent coins have a height of 3 and 7/8 inches tall, how many 1 cent coins would it take to be 8 inches tall? Well, 3 and 7/8, if we round that up to 4, um, 8 is double of that, right? So you're creating a stack of these coins that it's approximately double of what it is. So if you double your 50, that would take you to 100. Because these answer choices are not very close together, the other answers, just based on estimation alone, would not make sense. Again, you could spend more time and work it out in more detail. You could figure out by taking the 8 divided by the 3 and 7/8 to figure out how many times you could complete that 50 stack of 50 coins to get a more accurate answer, but it is not necessary there. So there you go. Those are problems 12 through 15. Please look for the next set to work these through one page at a time. And please, if you have any questions or suggestions, anything that would make this more helpful, please let me know in the comments. Thank you.